But I'm gonna do an improvisational spoken word piece that I'm gonna make up like right now. And it's just a little experiment like anything else. We're gonna see if it works. Worst case scenario is it's a horrible failure and there's just like this awkward vibe floating around. Anyway, the theme of my piece, there's a theme at least. I'm gonna talk about my clothing because, you know, I was gonna talk about my feelings and stuff like that, but that's a really friggin' complex subject. I feel like that would take a while to unpack, and we gotta move through like 12 acts tonight, so I'm just gonna talk about what I'm wearing, because I feel like we could mine some interesting stuff out of this. So, these are my shoes. They're called Airwalks, because they're very lightweight. My friend Liam gave them to me. Shout out to Liam. Woo! Because I had like these military industrial warehouse boots that I wore, and they were giving me terrible blisters and my feet were bleeding, and I was just super depressed. So I was like, hey, do you want these old shoes I've got? And I'm like, alright, great. But they're kind of falling apart, Liam. I gotta say, these shoes are not designed for walking over the mountain every friggin' day. Like, I can see daylight through this shoe right there. And like, the sole's coming out, and there's pieces of it strategically placed in multiple trash cans around the plateau area. But, you know, they're good shoes still. I mean, they're very lightweight and comfortable on the feet, and I feel like I can get another couple of weeks out of them before I had to go barefoot. The socks. Now, I had been going barefoot for a while. I had, like, thought about giving up socks permanently just as a lifestyle choice. That really sucks. I would not recommend it for anyone who continues to wear shoes. I was getting like these little knife wounds in my heels, and walking around was no fun, like, honestly. So I go into the laundromat one night and I'm gonna steal some socks from the Lost and Found, so I'm all rooting through, and none of them are my size. But my friend Jack shows out. Shout out to Jack Belly. He runs a record label called Moonboy Records. Check it out. And he sees me rooting around Lost and the Found, and he knows I'm a homeless person, so he's like, hey man, you want some socks and gummy bears? And I'm like, alright. So these socks came from my friend Jack. The shorts, now, I've only got one pair of shorts, no pants. I've been wearing these shorts for about 10 days, not gonna lie. It's not an easy thing to admit. I was wearing these shorts the last time I came to open mic at the Yellow Door. Have not taken them off since.
Are they stuck yet?
I think they are, yeah. Yeah, I've had some problems with that. Not much to say about them. It's kind of cold sleeping. I'm hoping to find some sweatpants in an alleyway or something, because I sleep outside on the mountain and it's pretty cold. If like last night it was down to 7, tonight it's down to like 4. Last night I actually slept under a pile of wood chips with my legs tucked into a garbage bag I stole from McDonald's. And I wore the garbage bag to conserve body heat. I actually do have some blankets, like I have an emergency blanket and a regular blanket. I keep them up in a camp on the mountain tucked between 2 trees, but the other night, last time I went to the camp, an old man followed me into the woods and he tried to proposition me, so I took off running through the trees and he chased after me, and my backpack caught on a tree branch. Luckily I grabbed it. My computer's in the backpack. Have not been back to the camp since. Because I think he might still be there. He's like probably waiting up there for me. He's like, he's gonna come back. Offers on the table. That kid doesn't know what he's missing. So I'm thinking of going back there during the day with my shovel. This shovel is courtesy of The Plant, which is a really cool like venue out in the Mile End where they do like crazy shows and stuff. And actually tomorrow I'm gonna be there giving a workshop on how to be a homeless person in the city of Montreal. So check that out. If you don't want to know where The Plant is, ask me afterwards and I will give you directions. Anyway, this is a $3 shovel from the Dollarama that The Plant gave me to plant my illegal vegetable garden on the mountain, which I'm trying to grow raspberries, pumpkins, tomatoes, and stuff up on Mount Royal. My plan is to make it completely edible and or smokable by the year 2018. Also, the shovel's for self-defense. Let's see, what else have I got? I'm gonna try to blaze through this. I've got an energy rock in my shorts. I found this in somebody's yard. I'm not going to say whose yard because you might want it back. And this is going on YouTube. I have a dice that I use to make major life decisions. It's what helped me move to Montreal. It was like I put down like Halifax, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Vancouver, and I forget what the sixth option was. But Montreal came up, thank God. Because really that was the one I wanted. I've got 10 cents, which is all the money I have in the world right now. I'm surprised I still have this. I don't know why I got that. The hoodie, not much to say about that. That came from my friend Charlotte, I think. Shout out to Charlotte. It's a good hoodie. Sometimes when it's cold, I try to tuck my entire body inside of it. Like a little cocoon thing. Doesn't really work, but don't know where this came from. I can't remember how it got on my hand. I'm actually just sort of becoming aware of it. This shirt has also been on for several days. As you can probably tell, it was originally white. Now it's more of a brownish gray color. I found this outside my apartment complex when I lived in an apartment. It served me well. And that's pretty much it. When I try to grow a beard, it usually comes in as a weird goatee. So I try to shave once every few days. Got hair for the moment. Not sure how that's gonna go. And yeah, that's me basically.
Stay here for a second. Stay here. I have something I want to give you.
Oh my gosh.
It's very cold on the mountain.
Oh my god.
This is a very thick blanket, and I'm giving it to you.
Alright. Alright. Not giving you a hug.